His 1994
champion won Monday's Australian Cup in Vogue. But 10 years ago, the talk of the town was the king, Kingston Town. In a series of features in sport this year, we take a look at the horses who live on as champions. Tonight, Dan Millicky profiles Kingston Town.
He is as legendary as the royal family. On the racetrack, he was known as the King. 10 years ago, Kingston Town was capturing the imagination of the racing public. Now a rising 14-year-old, he lives a life of luxury at owner David Haynes's property on the Mornington Peninsula. Kingston Park is home to the black gelding now. Neville Pepper manages the property and loves the animal he calls Sam. What would have he been?
The best champion.
In 1980, the King won the first of 3 Cox Plates. No horse in history has ever equalled that feat. In 1981, Kingston Town was well on the way to being a champion. His freak performances when the chips were down were the hallmarks of an extraordinary racehorse.
Kingston Town raced the Lawman from Silver Bounty. It's Kingston Town, Lawman in front, Kingston Town wearing him down. He'll win, the $1 Million Man's won it. Kingston Town a half-length the Lawman.
The 1982 race highlights the King's remarkable courage.
Kingston Town can't win. Then L.A. Bajou and the 3-year-old Grosvenor running on. My Axman took the lead from Fearless Pride. Grosvenor coming down the outside is after them. My Axman in front. Grosvenor and Kingston Town flashing. He might win yet, the champ. Grosvenor took the lead. Oh, Kingston Town swamping them. What a run. Kingston Town wins it and next to Grosvenor.
Trainer Tommy Smith had a champion named Tulloch in the 50s. He never thought he would get another horse as good.
Well, I don't think it was very much between him and Tulloch. I never thought I'd have a horse could ever match stride with Tulloch, but by Jazz, it's hard to separate these 2 great horses.
Kingston Town became Australia's first equine millionaire, just one of many records that he created. Malcolm Johnston rode Kingston Town throughout most of his career, but suspensions cost him 2 winning Cox Plate rides.
He had so much personality, and he had class written all over him. He was just a phenomenal racehorse. A lot of real good horses have got something missing, but this horse, he had everything that I could possibly think of. He was just 50 horses I'd ridden, 50 good horses I'd ridden, all rolled into one. He just had absolutely everything.
Johnston and the King's biggest day look set to be on the first Tuesday in November 1982. A Melbourne Cup would have been a fitting finale, and for a few brief moments, it was going to happen.
Kingston Town joined by Gurner's Lane, and Gurner's Lane gets up to win the Cup. And next to Kingston Town.
He was the most outstanding racehorse I'd ever seen in my life.
The following month, Kingston Town won a Group 1 race in Perth, but broke down. And despite 2 attempted comebacks, one in America and another as an 8-year-old in 1985, the King never raced again. So now this 13-year-old gelding will live the rest of his days in the peaceful surroundings of his paddock, a far cry from the record-breaking days on the racetrack. So hail the King, for he is long retired, but could never be forgotten.
Yeah, lovely story. And